All right, YouTube, it's your boys Zxous, and we are going to be doing the full overload gear showcase for Milk. Obviously, there are some things I didn't read in her kit yesterday. I mean, I didn't miss anything, obviously, when it came to showcasing her, but I didn't read stuff in her kit. So now that I've read some stuff in her kit, I know exactly how this character works, so we can get like more of her full capabilities. But before we get into that, I do want to just sit here and thank a lot of you guys. Obviously, if you guys don't know what's happening, our channel's kind of been going down lately with, you know, because of the last incident that has happened. But I want to thank all the people who have stayed around, because I didn't want you guys thinking that our content was going to go downhill with that video. Obviously, it was just an opinion and stuff like that. And I don't mean to bring it up again, but I do just want to thank a lot of you guys who still stick around and support your boy, right? So yeah, there's this other stuff I have coming on to the channel soon. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy that, because I do have something planned that I've been you know, kind of wanting to do. But yeah, we're back here on the showcase for this character. Now the thing is, the gear is the exact same. I don't know if my boy what's his name, Rebuke, is going to buff or like work on their gear. Oh, no. Well, I don't no, her thing will get me banned. Her thing will get me banned. I don't know if Rebuke is actually going to try out this character and like build her out, just because like obviously I've seen on Twitter, I think I bookmarked it actually, I don't know if I did. Okay, Safai ended up showing his showcase, or I guess it was somebody else showcase, but he like made a tweet about it, right? And basically like this character is cooking. This character is actually going stupid. Here, this is it right here. If you guys take a look right here, this character is going stupid. So this is a comparison. Let me move my webcam. This is a comparison of obviously a non-invested Milk versus a fully invested Red Hood, right? Obviously Milk is there at 10 billion going first, and then Red Hood is here at, what is it, 9 billion, and then Red Hood with that extra burst skill, I assume, is at 11 billion, while Milk is at 8.5 billion. So it's quite crazy how good this Milk character is damage wise, because it's like she is very good damage wise, right? If Red Hood is a very strong character, I feel like Red Hood is slowly dying off. Now I'm not saying Red Hood is garbage, I'm not saying that at all, but I do feel like Red Hood is slowly dying off. I do want to try that exact same team, but you can't really deny that she is low-key dying off. Not in a sense of like she's just completely going to be useless and bad, but she 100% isn't going to be like the go-to character, right? I don't want to say not anymore. I don't think people are going to pick Milk over Red Hood, but at the same time, like if that's the performance of a non-built Milk versus a fully built Red Hood, and that's how close they are, maybe people might start looking at Milk and be like, yeah, let's use Milk over Red Hood. Because I'm not being funny, I know Milk or Red Hood has the burst 1, 2, and 3 mechanic, but it doesn't really change the fact that you're only using Red Hood as a burst 3, right? You're not really using her as a burst 1 and burst 2 in 2025. You're only using her as a burst 3, and realistically from the beginning you were never really using her as a burst 1, 2, and things. So you want to use this the very first time, right? You really just got to hold it one time and then boom, that's it, right? So how she works is you do not have that after her burst skill goes away, or while her burst skill is up. When you're in her burst skill, it doesn't work. So essentially you have to use that every time after she uses her burst skill. That's how that works essentially, right? Because it's like lasts for 40 seconds kind of. You really have to wait for literally you gotta wait for you just gotta wait. You gotta wait after the burst skill, then you can go back up, right? So boom. I think now that we're done the burst skill, if we take a look and we do it, I should be able to do it. Yeah, it's literally after the burst skill, but not after like any burst skill, after her burst skill, because it does last for some time. She is obviously still not going to be as hard like hitting as my Red Hood. If I take her into a situation like this, definitely not, because Red Hood has full elemental damage. This character only has one line of elemental damage, so that's what's kind of holding her back here. But if we went into a non-type advantage stage, you guys would see how close Milk is to Red Hood, right? It's actually quite scary how strong this Milk character is compared to Red Hood, right? And if they had the same build, like she might be, if both of these characters were 10-10-10 with the exact same gear build, Milk is probably hitting harder than Red Hood, realistically. Like I just, it's crazy to me, right? And she obviously is a full Pierce character now as well, right? Every time she uses a full charge, she gets the Pierce effect, right? Or is it, okay, wait. is it every time she uses her full charge? Yeah, it's okay. So I thought the Pierce also came with this part. No. So if we take a look, I guess it's not gonna say she has Pierce here, right? But she should have the Pierce buff. Can I take a look at her buffs? I wish they had a way I could like see all the buffs that she currently has activated, but I can't. I mean, I guess technically I can right here, but like I don't know if the Pierce buff is a part of that. It should be, right? If there's a buff that's yeah, so if you guys take a look at that 4th buff, every time she uses her what's it called, her full charge, if you guys take a look at the 4th buff, every time she uses a full charge, that looks like it's rebuilding, I guess. I'm not sure. It's one of these buffs. One of these buffs are rebuilding, right? But she does have Pierce the entire time, basically. But yeah, how she works is you just want to hold her after you use her burst skill. That's how I'm under, like, that's what I'm understanding. She's a very powerful character. I think for mobs, especially mobs, she could be very good, especially after using her burst skill, just because it's like, what the hell? But yeah, I mean, it's worth it because you get quite the attack buff using her, right? Like, to use her how you're supposed to use her, where you have to kind of hold her for longer than a sec or 0.5 seconds. It's kind of worth it. It really is, just because again, she gets quite the attack buff off of that. My thing is, so from what I'm understanding, during her burst skill, she loses that effect. Right, she loses the effect. So when you're not in her burst skill, she just has this effect, and then when you're in her burst skill, she loses it because it says she's immune to it, right? So I'm assuming she just loses everything, right? I don't actually know. Let me actually take a look when we get in, because we have it up right now, right? If we take a look at her, we have that buff up right now, which is this right here. We're going into her burst skill right now. Now that we've entered her burst skill, is it gone or is it still up? So now that we've entered her burst skill, it looks like it's completely gone, right? So yeah, it removes it. So this right here is only working when you're not in her burst skill, right? When you're in her burst skill, it's not working. But look at her damage, right? You guys can kind of see how good it is. 1.7 billion. She's probably gonna react 2 billion, right? And this is again a non-invested milk compared to a fully invested Red Hood. So I do like that Percy. You gotta hold it now, and boom. And Red Hood got an extra burst skill. How lovely. Red Hood got an extra burst skill. It's okay. I'm not tripping. Red Hood did get an extra burst skill, but it is what it is, right? But if we take a look at the final number, like right there, we're close to, well, not close to 16 billion, but 2 billion to 4.3 billion. Again, I see, like, I get that. But look at the build. It's a 417 power character to 292,000 power character, so it's quite crazy. But yeah, is Milk very powerful? Indeed she is. I do want to try her against Ultra, because obviously, like, when it comes to Iron has just gotten a lot of options. I feel like, oh my god, I don't, her thing is gonna kill me. Like, her thing is literally gonna get my stuff demonetized. It's worse than Rosanna's. Her burst skill animation, it's way too nudish. But anyways, if we take this off and we take Raven off and we put her in here, right, is she going to pop off? I don't know, but she does have the Pierce, which is very, very good to know, right? So we're gonna see. Obviously, you guys already know your boy can't play Ultra like that when it comes to like memorizing and talking at the same time. Like the freaking, I mean, I can, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Let me go to you because I like controlling you. All right, but I have to do this, right? So you gotta manually play her too. You gotta hate it. You gotta hate it. The core is gone instantly, obviously, right? But like Raven is so good for this, obviously, because the boss does have parts. So Milk is Milk going crazy here? Okay, we don't have to worry here because we have our thing up, right? We have a shield up. Here is where we kind of okay, let's cover. Okay, let's go to Milk and then let's hold this and then boom. And now both Red Hood and Milk have Pierce. I should have brought Aid here because I haven't really been using her with Aid. I'm not gonna lie as well, I do need to get heals up for my Red Hood. Since Red Hood was the only one to take damage, I should low-key just, if I can, I'm gonna try to use her burst skill. I cannot. It's okay. Whose burst skill is it? Okay, Red Hood is dead. That's unfortunate. I was gonna use her burst skill there, but Milk, okay, 207. Again, she's not even built though. Like, that's the only thing, she's not built. So it's like, I feel like it's a full overload gear in the sense of like she has overload gear, but she's not built at all. Like this is max out capacity, sure. Defense is useless. Charge damage, sure. Hit rate is useless. Hit rate is useless. Crit rate, sure. But like these are not the, you know what I mean? And obviously it's not my account, so there's only so much I can do, and I'm not going to use these custom modules to build up this character, right? But long story short, is she a good character? Like I know it's a bit silly for me to like say like this, but is she a good character? Yeah, I think she's a good character. And if you guys want to kind of like a prime example of what it would look like if you had like a more on par Milk versus Red Hood, shout outs to my boy Safai. He also has a YouTube channel. I don't know if he made a video, but if he did, he says here that the Red Hood has level 5, Milk has level 3, boot level 0, pretty similar ED/attack on both units. Yeah, and then that's that, right? I don't know if they're all 10-10-10. I don't know, but this is a, I guess, Core 7 Red Hood versus a base no dupe Milk, which also does play a major part in it, considering Milk is that close to Red Hood. So that's my opinion on it at the end of the day. But at the end of it, I mean, it's up to you guys to decide if you guys want to build her or not. I mean, I recommend don't summon. I recommend not. I'm not saying not to summon because she's not good. I'm saying not to summon because we have an anniversary coming up. So just be smart with what you do. But for now, it's your boy Zxous. I'm holding my Gengar chain. It's your boy Zxous, and me and Gengar are going to see you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.